Look what dialogue I got last night after I stopped streaming. Effing typical. Anyway, hello Twilight, Middle-X Waffles here. Hope you can hear me okay, see me okay, hear the game okay, and you see it okay. Once I, get it back on screen. I'm so effing angry about that. I think that dialogue activates when you have killed the Orphan of Cause and everything. So it's unfortunate for me that I forgot exactly how that went. Anyway, like I said yesterday, we'll be finishing up the Nightmare of Mensis and then killing a boss. Alright. Come on. Those almost look like the same material that Blade of Mercy is made of. Almost. Okay, you don't really like Arcane too much. Duly noted. And you can hear that's Murgo's lullaby playing in the background. Which I mentioned is the same song that, how dare you, played by the music box that you use on Father Gascoigne. Ow. Okay, you didn't care too much for that, but you definitely don't seem to like... Oh crap. I'll be on. Whoa, okay. Let's chill. Let's just chill. Whoa. Got to do that. I forgot. I'm not even standing there. Ow. Is there a clone of yours next to me or something? How did I do that? Ow. Yeah, I walked into that one. That was my fault. Oh, shoot! Count no matter what. Sorry, you can't really dodge that. It follows you. Oh, looks like you hit me first. Oh no, I hit you. Should not the other way. That was a bad idea. And there we go, 1/3 umbilical cord. Again. Okay, now for the ending of Childhood's Beginning, you only need 3, but you can get 4. Now, actually, before we leave, I almost always forget to show this. I'm so much slower while I have the monocular equipped. Queen Gehrman stopped crying and bowed to us. Now, whether Murgo actually died up there or just is no longer being held by the wet nurse, I couldn't tell you, but I'm gathering that Gehrman was able to claim her baby after that. Otherwise, why would she bow to you? I get a feeling she wouldn't be happy if you killed her baby, so... well, there's not really a way to know what happened right there. Anyway, to the dream. And now everything's on fire. Yeah, when the hunter's dream catches fire, you do not get the dialogue with the doll whatsoever. Exactly why I wanted to wait.
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break. This night and this dream will end. Gehrman awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Good hunter,
Okay, she has nothing else to say.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Okay, so that's what our whole hunt was about. Getting to the Nightmare of Mensis and killing Murgo's wet nurse. Why exactly we needed to do that is beyond me. And how many times has this hunt happened? And how many people have just failed to do it or didn't want to do it? That's the question. Now, before we go to this boss room, ideally, I'd love to have 99 insight when I go in here, but that's probably not going to happen. Oh, how close that is. Okay, now, if you want Childhood's Beginning, you need to use all 3 of these. I got 99! Yay! Wait, did that give me like... that gave me like 3 insight in that case, didn't it? Jeez. Well, now I don't want to use it, because my insight is full. Whatever. The reason I want to do it is because it's just a thing I've always wanted to do, to have 99 insight. Okay, you need to use those if you want Childhood's Beginning. If you don't, then you'll either do The Hunt Begins Again, or you let Gehrman kill you. Personally, I'm not fond of either of the other 2 endings, because you just basically take Gehrman's place as the host of the dream, and no matter how pretty it is here, I'd get sick of the place after a while. And even though we're a pale blood hunter, I don't know how safe it would be for us to leave Gehrman if we even can, since we got the blood transfusion FU plane. Sorry. I was hearing a plane outside. Last thing I want is that interfering with the audio. But yeah, I wouldn't want anyone who's had the blood transfusion to leave Gehrman, because then you're just gonna have a monster somewhere outside of Gehrman, and you don't want that. But our hunter, the pale blood hunter, I'm pretty sure they can't go insane, and they won't turn into a beast no matter what. So it'd probably be okay. But you definitely have nightmare fuel for the rest of your life. Probably would regardless, even with Childhood's Beginning, but it's like, I just prefer Childhood's Beginning. Mostly because it's basically like a big FU to all the organizations of Yharnam's. Like, I not only got the higher plane of knowledge, but I am the higher plane of being. And your character wasn't even trying to do it. Technically, no. Okay, anyway. Let's get into this. As you can see, there's a lot of headstones all over the place, and the doll gave us dialogue once that all the headstones stand in place of all the hunters that have come through the dream. And there's a lore theory that all those things in the background are other hunter dreams for other hunters, which is an interesting idea. But, wow, how many times has this hunt happened? And how has no one but us ever managed to get this far? I think this night of the hunt is specific, and other people just had bad timing, or just like, I want out. I don't know.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream. Dear, oh dear, what was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
And he ain't no pushover. He is actually not fun to fight. Ow. And I'm definitely not good at it. As we're clearly seeing. I imagine he wouldn't really enjoy fighting Crossland though, because she looks exactly like Maria. Not to mention she's decked out as Maria, and has her weapon. I would kind of picture Gehrman's not enjoying this. I'm actually having a really hard time hitting him. And he also will visceral you, so be careful. I know we never saw Maria do it, but trust me, she can and will visceral you. If she gets the opportunity. And it does a lot of damage, which doesn't surprise me. Because like I said, the Rikuyo requires dexterity, aka skill, to wield. And visceral's skill, which is skill, so it's no wonder. Not to mention, Maria's an old hunter. She is packing damage in spades. And then when you just won't go down, she uses her blood to fight you, because she just can't bring you down. It's basically a last-ditch effort to try to bring you down. What are you doing? I could probably actually have backstabbed him right there. Actually, I'm not sure. Okay. Gehrman the first time. And that music should sound familiar, because that's literally what I play in my starting soon screen. Gehrman and Maria. Oh, did he use quick step? I think he did. Yeah, but quick step is something that Gehrman created, and a lot of his students can do it. I mean, we saw that Maria could. Ow, which I suppose means that bone we pick up in the Old Hunter's Workshop is probably her bone. So we're using her remains, basically, to finish that. That's grim. But we've seen worse things on this hunt. Ow! Okay, I need to back up a little bit. He's really hurting me here. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. Crap. Crap! I am pushing my buttons way wrong here. Got him. Now, if you notice, his death animation's actually the same as Maria's. Okay. Okay, time to GTFO. I'd prefer it if this thing didn't kill me, but I don't think it's literally behind me. Yeah, I thought it was literally behind me. I don't want to kill the moon presence because I'll go into New Game Plus, and I still, even today, don't wanna. Okay, I escaped. Alright, so, the 1/3 umbilical cords, they basically give you the insight to see beyond what the moon presence is doing right there. It basically, for all intents and purposes, hypnotizes you so you don't try to fight it. So when it hugs you, that's it making you the new host of the Hunter's Dream. Because without the host, things are going to start to fall apart. There also needs to be a great one to anchor it. I forget the proper term I'm supposed to use there, but anchoring works. So technically speaking, by that lore theory, the Hunter's Dream should be in some trouble right now because I've just run away from that fight. It's like that for basically every Nightmare realm, but then that really makes me wonder about the Nightmare Frontier. What is the host for that? Sure, there's some NPC hunters there, but I don't know if either one of them is hosting it. Amygdala is obviously the anchor. Nightmare Mensis, that one's easy. Mikolash is the host of the Nightmare. And I think Murgo or Murgo's Wetners are the anchors. Probably lean more toward Murgo, because it certainly seemed like it might have been Murgo who was anchoring, but it could have been the Wetners. With the Hunter's Nightmare, I lean toward Maria being the one who's hosting it, even if she might not be aware of it. And then the Orphan of Cause is the one who's anchoring the Nightmare. At which then you come to the Hunter's Dream, which, if you think about it, is actually a Nightmare realm itself. It's just, technically, there's nothing here that'll hurt you. There's some lore behind how this whole thing works, but I'm afraid I am very iffy on that knowledge. It's been way too long since I looked up lore for the Dream. But it functions basically the same way as a Nightmare. It needs a host, which was Gehrman, and it needs an anchor, which is the moon presence. If you don't use the umbilical cords, the moon presence will be like, yeah, I kind of need a new host, and yeah, I think you'll do. And since you're basically hypnotized, you don't try to fight it. And someone actually went to the trouble of having a character that was pretty much naked or just not wearing pants, and you can actually see that some of your hunter's leg is missing. Basically, the moon presence saying, you're not going anywhere, you're staying here now. Well, frankly, you probably couldn't anyway. I imagine once you're hosting a nightmare/dream, you can't leave. But like I said, with the umbilical cords, you gain the insight to see through what the moon presence is trying to do, and then your hunter fights back. Says, oh heck no, you're not going to use me to do anything. I'm not going to help you. And I'm not hosting this thing. Now this does mean I technically can't get an ending, so what's actually going to happen is I've already downloaded my old video off of YouTube, and I will edit out the vast majority of the video. And then what I will do is edit in all the endings. I will show Childhood's Beginning last, because that's the one I prefer.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
Of course, we don't see it as terrible, but it was very useful to us. We liked it here, but who knows how long he's been stuck here. He's the host of the stream. Gehrman can never leave. Okay, this is the easiest one, so we're doing it first.
Farewell, my keen hunter. Fear the blood.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Did the same thing as Maria.
And so, the hunt begins again.
Got you anyway. Let's try though. Oh! He's putting them! Is that what happened there? He applied the bone marrow ash to his gun. That's why it does that. Understand what just happened there, I don't blame you. It's not very clear. But when you imbibed the Great One umbilical cord, it gave you the insight to see through what the moon presence was doing there. You realized it was going to take hold of you and you fought back. This thing's probably gonna kill me. Are you stuck? It totally got stuck? By the way, I think the moon presence is actually angry that you ejected it. Ooh! Yeah, you do not like arcane. Oh, crap. By the way, if you time that badly, you can kill yourself. I watched someone do it one time while watching Summit Blade. I could totally just arcane this thing to death if I felt like it, probably. Although I might run out of bullets. Which is why I've approached it and I'm attacking. The F was that? Well, that was a waste of a vial. Hey. I'm sorry. That was, well.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
Now we'll let the credits roll. That is officially it, except for the chalices. Now, if what the doll said didn't clue you to F in, your hunter became an infant Great One. Or at least, you are half human and half Great One now. which pretty much is what every organization in Yharnam was trying to do, reach a higher plane of being or understanding. The way this worked, I think, is imbibing all the Blood Echoes, some of the Great One Blood Echoes, the Kin called Blood Echoes, everything. And then you took in the Great One umbilical cord. 3 of them. This, coupled with the other Great Ones you killed and everything else you've been through, you slowly built your character up. They handled everything slowly. They didn't rush into it and they didn't force anything. Your character slowly but surely became stronger and more insightful. Not to mention you're a pale blood hunter. So, because of this, because of all of it, you became half human, half Great One. At least, that is what I managed to understand of the situation. And this is the ending that Cawson will be using, but I wanted to show them all. A couple of names several times. Some of these people did a lot of extra work. Yeah, all that's left now is the chalices. And I'm gonna tell you this now, I'm not doing that right away. I hate the chalices. They are the most annoying, boring effing things in this game. I'm sorry if that bothers you, and you like them, but I hate the chalices. But I think I will stream those. Because those will take a while to get through. It's gonna suck for me to edit those later, but I'm more willing to do that for the chalices than I was the Hunter's Nightmare. But I have a lot of lore videos I have to do now. I mainly did this because my PS4 membership was gonna run out in a couple months. I knew if I could cloud save, I wouldn't have to make all the extra hunters. That is why I rushed this a little bit. But Bloodborne is one of my favorite games. It's something I enjoy playing repeatedly. Just my main hunter doesn't go in New Game Plus. I do want to have Gehrman's badge, so I'm probably gonna go kill him one more time and then either Bold Hunter Mark out, or just let the Moon Presence kill Cawson. Because I don't really need the Blood Echoes anymore. I don't plan on leveling her up anymore. I could, but I really don't want to. She needs a lot of echoes, man. I don't go into New Game Plus because I have a hard enough time with the game, period. The one time I went into New Game Plus, I was very new at the game, I did not know what I was doing. I got wrecked by the first couple of bosses, and decided, no, I need to understand this better. I'm still not 100% great at Bloodborne. I'm only just starting to learn how to visceral Rick Trolls, and I still do it improperly a lot of the time. So yeah, I'm not cut out for New Game Plus, not yet. Cawson still struggled with a lot of the enemies in base game, and then there was the DLC, which I knew was going to be painful. I got her stats to 60, whereas usually I just put her on 50. I figured go to 60 just for good measure. That was when I realized I just did not want to put more effort into her. And thus I'm really bored one day, and I can just flick doing something on the side while watching something. I can just do the other crap. Which does remind me, I have to do the grinding videos. I can do that too while I'm at it. Not a big deal. Put very basically, I think I've said it before, but you become a Great One yourself, but you maintain your human will. I actually found a Bloodborne fic that went along with that idea really well. It's like, you just start off as an infant Great One, and you live in the dream being cared for by the doll. Who, there is lore theory that she's a Great One herself. I sort of agree with this. Entirely because if you hit her, she bleeds blood, and during my testing, I did accidentally stab her. I knocked my controller against my table and I slashed her. I felt so effing bad. Anyway, though, if you do attack her, she bleeds silver, just like any of the kin. And we all know what the teardrop bloodstem stone says, that a doll sheds neither blood nor tears. And yet she does both. Which is why I follow the theory line that there's a Great One inhabiting the doll's body. I guess it would also sort of explain why she can make you stronger through blood echoes. What Great One she is, I couldn't say. There are some who think she might be Odin, but I don't know about that. He seemed kind of interested in Ariana. What need would he have for anyone in the Hunter's dream? But I suppose it's possible. Then some might ask, well, why the heck is a Great One in the Hunter's dream? Well, easy. Every Great One loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. I would say maybe if the theory's correct and there's a Great One inhabiting the doll, then maybe this particular Great One is searching for their own child. And perhaps they're just not bothering to, you know, try to have a child naturally. They're just like, I'll just adopt one. And why not? At least they wouldn't have to lose that child. And if that theory's correct, then this whole hunt is perfect. Eventually, she'll get what she's looking for. The player character. A pale blood hunter. Someone who can't go mad, and someone who will not turn into a beast, and unintentionally ascends to a higher plane of being. Or in which she then takes care of you, raises you, and eventually, probably you'll get strong enough, old enough, that you can change your form and retake your original shape. But you will have probably so much knowledge at your fingertips. You can just see it and access it whenever you dang well please, but anyone else probably wouldn't be able to handle it, obviously, because it's eldritch knowledge, and it's basically, you're what all the organizations of Gehrman wanted, pretty much. You're a higher plane of knowledge, you're a higher plane of effing being, and you weren't even trying to do it. You were just going through Gehrman, trying to figure out what the F happened. You were hunting beasts like you were told to. You were slowly gathering knowledge, you were gathering insight, but you were doing it slowly. And you didn't do anything horrible to get there either. Well, arguably killing beasts is bad because they were all human at one point, but it's self-defense. You don't have a lot of options. Either way, yeah. That's how all that is viewed, at least by several theories. Now, I have heard occasionally they've been thinking about a sequel, and I wonder what they would do with that? Because I guess it would depend on your ending, unless they just pull a Metro and the sequel goes with, they decide you went with this ending even though you didn't, so this has happened. I don't know much about Metro, but I've seen a couple of the games, so that's why I used it as an example. So, like, say it goes with, you did Childhood's beginning, you just are a great one, but you need to get stronger again, because, well, you were in your childhood, and the doll was looking after you, but maybe you have to get stronger all over again. That would kind of be interesting, actually. Then maybe you'd have to deal with other great ones. I mean, if, hey, they let me kill Odin, I won't complain. F that guy. Anyway, once again, I'll tell you this, I have lore on my channel. You can find it in the recorded playthroughs playlist. Just go from home and scroll down all the way to the bottom and it'll be there. You'll find all the lore. The very last lore video, I think, is where all the links are to the lore I used, as well as some places I didn't get a chance to use. And again, I highly recommend you go on Reddit for Bloodborne lore. Just keep in mind, a lot of the lore is theory-based. So, you're going to be finding different ideas and opinions. And if you form your own, that's fine too. You just go with whatever you agree with or think works the best. It's that simple. I also, of course, have my Bloodborne grinding video, where I show you where to get blood vials, bloodstone shards, as well as, of course, echoes, bullets, all that good jazz. Although maybe I'll update that, but I'm not sure. Because I think I would just plainly record it. But I don't know. I'd have to relook at it, see if the audio is okay. If it's fine, then I won't feel any particular need. However, this stream is going to be horrifically short, so... yeah, I need to figure out something else I can do here. I mean, I suppose I could show a few grinding spots. That'll add some more minutes to this. Yeah, I can do that. I will tell you this much. If you want to ask me for help on finding good blood gems, I'm not the person you want to ask, I'm afraid. I myself don't know where to get good blood gems. I mean, I know that the Singing Winter Lanterns and the Hunter's Nightmare, the fishing hamlet, I showed you where they were already. Just go from the lighthouse hut and the shortcut to the boss, and there they are, where the shark giants are. They'll occasionally drop some blood gems for you, and they're kind of win-lose situation, which is why I don't like those. Nightmare Mensis also has Singing Lanterns on that middle area, which is kind of hard to get to unless you go around a different way, but actually I don't know if you can go around there from a different direction. I think it's just that elevator you have to do. I've never actually tried. Maybe I should look at that at some point. Either way, they'll occasionally drop some blood gems too. However, again, I can't guarantee you're gonna like what you get. I will also say that if you just go through chalices as they are, you'll get a lot of blood echoes out of all the enemies and definitely all the bosses you kill. And I'm pretty sure they completely reset if you just take a chalice down and then put it in place again. You can get all the echoes again, you can probably still get the insight from the boss fights. I'm not sure, I've not tested that, I intend to at some point. And I will have to do the chalice dungeons, despite how much I effing hate them. If not just because of storyline, but because I need some more gems for my weapons, even good ones, and gem hunting is going to be annoying from what I've been looking up. Regardless, I think I'm gonna call stream. There's not much else I can do here. When I do Chalice dungeons, those will be their separate thing. They'll have their own playlist. And again, I will tell you that lore that I did previously is on my YouTube channel. You can find it, and I left links to every video I used, so you can find the proper, more put together lore sources, as well as some I didn't get a chance to use, which are really good, by the way, so it's a shame. There's also the Bloodborne Grinding Help playlist. It's basically everything I just showed you, except more organized, I think, and separated in their own videos. But, yeah. We are officially at the end of the Bloodborne 100% walkthrough. The rest of the 100% we get has to come from the chalices. Basically what I'll do is I'll go through my list of storyline chalices, and then I'll have to look up what glyphs I need to get other stuff. Will I be doing that right now? No. Because I don't want to do the chalices right now. I mother effing hate the chalice dungeons. I find them boring, I find them irritating, and I hate them. Most of the vast majority of the fan base actually likes the dungeons, so I'm the weird one. It's just, they all look the same, and some of them last too long. And then on top of that, some of them get hard. And it's just like, so it all looks the same, it lasts too long, and now it's harder to kill things. Great combo. Yeah, so, Midna not fan. Alright. My usual ending spiel then. Although, I should give a fair warning for those of you who watch this as a Twitch VOD. There's not going to be any new streams for a while because I have, like, jeez, how many of these to edit? Let me go look in my document. Well, more like a file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, 6. This will count as the 6th one. I will have 6 videos to edit. I'll be getting rid of the loading screens. I'll be inputting enemy cards. I'll be adding in my opening and ending video. It's going to take a little while to get that all done, and since I have so many videos to go through, that's going to take extra time. It might be a few days before any of this goes on YouTube. And in that time, I will not be able to stream. I'll barely be able to play any of my PC games, if at all. So, for a little while, there shall not be a stream. When I can stream again, I'll let people know in my Discord channel. So I highly recommend you join on the link so that you know. I don't always remember to input that news on my Twitter, so if you want my streaming news, you really gotta join the Discord channel. It is linked. Okay then. Usual ending spiel. I thank you all very much for coming in and watching. For those of you who watch later on Twitch, if you want to support, please follow and share. For those of you who watch this on YouTube, which is linked, please like, subscribe, and share. I have a Discord, which I've already mentioned. You can know when I'm uploading, streaming, and a variety of other things on there. I have a Twitter. You can know when I'm uploading a video and about to start streaming. I have a Throne account that's linked. It's a safe place you can send gifts to your streamers. I have a wish list, but I don't expect anything. Now, once again, I thank you all for coming in and watching. Hope you had fun with this and you enjoyed it, because I know I did. And I'll see you all in whatever stream we do whenever I am able to stream again. Wishing you well, Twilights. Bye-bye.